Hi everyone, it's Ashton, aka the Outspoken Oracle, and I am back with another tarot reading for you today. Before we get started, just keep in mind that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please just think of me as your bestie that's here to give you a little bit of advice, and as with advice from your best friend, you take some, you leave some, only take what resonates with you. You are an adult, so you are responsible for all your own decisions that you make in life. I am running a giveaway through the end of the month. If you are subscribed and you comment on my videos, you will be entered into this giveaway. And I will pick a winner at the beginning of next month. It is for a 1-hour tarot reading session with me via Zoom, valued at $120. That being said, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this. I don't have any message or anything of that nature. However, Spirit led me to start with my botanical inspiration cards to give you the message that I'm supposed to have. And to be completely honest, I usually start with just tarot. And so for me, and I usually have a song or something in mind. So for me, not having tarot and just starting with these inspiration cards is interesting. But you know what? I just listened to what Spirit's telling me to do. So I'm just going to go with it to see what the messages Spirit has for you today. All right. We're not ready. Angels, guides, ancestors, please assist me with this reading. Please help to give me insight into the questions I seek answers to, protecting from any negative entities that might try to interfere on this reading and give false information. Please speak truth and honesty to me through the cards. Give me insight of the highest good of everyone involved. And as always, thank you for showing up each and every day. All right, Spirit, what is the message that you have for my collective? Please let me know what the message is that you have for my collective. I'm just going to let these cards fall out as they will, Spirit. What is the message that you have for my collective today? What is the message you have for my collective today, Spirit? What is the message you want my collective to know? Okay, we're going to start with the Camellia. Destiny. It's not in the stars to hold your destiny, but in ourselves. Okay, so with this message, I am getting that we have to be willing to give in to what our destiny has for us. A lot of people search and wait and wish for things to happen for them, and rather than actually going after what it is they know that they're supposed to be going after. And right now, Spirit's very much giving me a nod that it's important for you to do the work to allow for your destiny to come in. It's like you are actually given all the keys and codes to allow for your destiny to arrive to you. You are given a lot of information about what your destiny is, whether it's through dreams or inspirations or messages that keep on coming up with different people and different scenarios, different situations. There is a part of you that knows and yearns for a certain aspect of life that you may not have gone after, that you may not have actually, aspired to achieve, but it's on you to put in the work. Things are not just going to happen by you sitting and waiting and wishing. Spirit wants you to co-create your life with God. It is up to you to co-create your life. God knows what your destiny is. However, you have to be an active participant in your life in order to have what is destined for you. And what is destined for you is amazing. It is great. It is going to be a good thing, but you have to be actively involved. With this 3 of Cups popping out, it is telling me you are an active co-creator with God. Trust God and your spirit team to help lead you to what your destiny is. But your destiny is not going to just come to you. Your destiny is a gift, but your destiny is a gift that you actually have to go on an adventure to find. It's more like a scavenger hunt, honestly. That's like the image that I'm getting in my head right now, is that, yeah, your destiny is yours, but it's a scavenger hunt that you have to go on. It's a scavenger hunt where you're not in competition with anybody. It's like the Amazing Race where you get the prize at the end, you get the $1 million, and you're not racing anybody except for yourself. But it is a bit of a scavenger hunt. You have to put in the work to get there. You are co-creating life, and you have God and your spirit team doing it in tandem with you, helping you along the way, helping you along the path so that you can get to your destiny. But your destiny will just be sitting there if you do not participate in it. It is yours to have, but you have to be an active participant. What other messages do you have for my collective today, Spirit? What else do you want my collective to know today, Spirit? Give me another botanical inspiration card. Let the cards fall out. Well, Spirit, anything else you want my collective to know? Oh, 2 cards fell out. Okay. So we have Hyacinth, playfulness, and then Dahlia, dignity. Okay. So with this playfulness, It says, play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. And the dignity says, a wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. Okay, so with playfulness, what I am getting is that, like, you need to return to the playfulness of a child. You need to have fun with life. You need to think about what makes me happy, what makes me want to have that playfulness. When was the last time I felt giddy and playful and like a child? And think about who was there with me, what was I doing, and then go and return to that. For me, a big thing of playfulness is when I am around music and I'm dancing. I feel really happy and playful with that. Or even when I'm spending time with my niece and my nephew, because they bring out that inner child in me. They bring out that part of me that just doesn't care and is like, understands that life is nothing but an adventure. Or when I'm with my friends and we're just being silly, like me and my friends are crazy silly, like, and it's like, okay, well, you're almost 40 years old, you should act like an adult. No, that's not true. I am acting like an adult that understands that life is not so serious and that I'm allowed to have fun. I remember one time I went with my mom to pick up my nephew from pre-K, and as my mom was getting him out of his car seat, he was asking my mom, he said, "Bibi, why are adults never silly?" And my mom relayed the story to me after the fact, but at this time, for me, I was just like dancing to my own beat, walking inside of my parents' house and just acting all crazy and silly. And my mom pointed to me and said, "See, look, right now, she's being silly." Because to him, a lot of adults are just so rigid and like not doing what they need to do. At that time, he didn't realize. And so in that moment, it was good for him to be reminded that, like, you can grow up and still have fun and still be playful and still be silly. And so find that place of being silly. And to be completely honest, if there are people in your life that bring out that silliness in you, you need to spend more time with them. Because it's important for you to honor your inner child. Your inner child needs to be reminded that your inner child is still a part of your life. Your inner child is just as much with you as your adult version is with you. Your teenage version is still with you as much as your adult version is with you. You need to honor all aspects of yourself, but your inner child is the truest form of who you are. So playfulness is very important in your life, because it'll keep you happy if you remember to play. Playing is important. Spirit, what else does the collective need to know about playfulness? Okay. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, because when you aren't playful in life, then you're not going to grow good seeds. Playfulness allows for you to have good crops. Things are going to end up like you're going to bear good fruits when you have fun with life. Because when you have fun with life, you're going to be more in alignment with exactly where you're supposed to be. If you're not having fun, you're not in alignment. Life is not supposed to be tough. Life is not supposed to be not fun. There are going to be moments that are difficult, but those are just moments. That shouldn't be your whole life. If your entire life feels difficult, then you're doing something wrong. You need to be more playful in life, because your destiny is allowing for happiness and playfulness. And if you're not adding playfulness into your life, then something is off. Now with this dignity, a wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. This is just saying, like, you need to understand that you need to let down your pride, let down your ego, because you need to stand in your life and be proud of where you're at, and be able to say, I did this and I respect myself. I respect the ways that I've gone about my life. I respect how I've gotten what I've gotten. I respect the people I have chosen in my life. I respect myself. And a lot of times people do things, or they choose people, they choose actions and jobs and this, that, whatever, and they're not proud of themselves. They don't feel like they're lacking dignity in what they're doing, and that leads to like dissatisfaction and not being happy. There are a lot of people that walk around with a lot of pride, but it's like they're trying to show off to other people, like, look what I've got, this, that, whatever, but they're not happy because they're not enjoying themselves. If you have dignity, you can stand by what you're saying and say, this is exactly what I want in my life. I have exactly everything that I want because I respect myself. I respect my choices. I respect the people that are in my life. All of this is important. All of this is important. Your destiny is predicated on playfulness and having dignity in what you're doing. You have to really consider what your values are and consider what your integrity is in order for you to really understand what your dignity, where your dignity lies. But if you're not honoring yourself and you're not respecting yourself in your life, then you have no dignity with your life choices. And so you need to do the things that honor and respect yourself in order to feel dignified in your life choices. Because then you'll be happy and you will be better on your path to destiny. You're doing things wrong if you can't look yourself in the mirror and in the eye at the end of the day and know that you made the right choice. If you cannot stand yourself in the mirror and say, I did this right, then you're not doing the right thing. You're not living a dignified life. And so many people make choices for the appearance of other people. So many people make choices that they think other people want them to do. So many people make choices because they're afraid of what other people are going to say. But then they can't live with themselves and they're beating themselves up when they get home. And they have to spend time alone because spending time around fake, false people, people that they don't align with, doesn't make them feel good. And so they become reclusive because they can't look themselves in the eye. They stop talking to people that they should talk to because they know that the people that are actually aligned with their real life don't respect the choices that they're making. Have you ever had friends that have disappeared from your life because they're on a path of making bad choices, but you're the person in their life that's like the good influence, and they're making bad choices, and suddenly like they slowly dissipate out of your life, and then you're like, I don't know what happened to so and so. But it's like they know that they're not making the right choices and they can't look you in the eye because when they talk to you and look you in the eye, it's going to be a reminder of the fact that they're not honoring themselves, that they're not respecting themselves. That is what happens when people lose their dignity. That's what happens when people don't make the right choices. And if you can't look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm proud of what I've done, I respect myself and I honor myself and I respect all these different aspects of my life, then you're not living a dignified life. You should be able to do that. And you should be able to look the people in your eye and you should be able to talk to the people that you respect. If you are avoiding people that you respect, that you admire, that you look up to, then you're not living a dignified life. That, if you can't be honest with yourself in terms of what is right and what is wrong, you can at least be honest about who is missing from your life that you know should be in your life, because you know that that person holds you accountable to be the best version of yourself. And maybe you need to seek that person out and explain why you went missing. Because they see who you are and they can help you get back on that path. And if they don't, at least that way you know that you honored yourself by putting yourself out there. What else do you have in regards to dignity, Spirit? What is the other message you have in regards to dignity? Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, living your life in a prideful way, trying to be a bright, shining star and being fake about it is not a dignified way to live. Being authentic and showing up as yourself and then attracting people around you is a dignified way to live. But if you're being inauthentic because you feel like it's going to get the respect of others, then you're not living a dignified life. You are living in a false light. But guess what? That light bulb is going to go out, and it's some random type of light bulb and that you have to really search for to get. And then you keep on forgetting because you get on all these side quests. And so you're in the dark. And then people forget about you because the thing of it is that you were not living your authentic truth. You weren't living a dignified life. You will never lose your light if you are living within your dignity. In fact, your light might shine brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter as your dignity grows because you don't have anything to hide. You're not ashamed about the way that you're living your life because you know that you've done things right, that you have lived with integrity, and that you have valued and honored yourself and valued and honored the people around you. It's very easy to back off and say, well, I don't want to interact with this and that. I don't want to do this and that because you are ashamed of what you've done. When you don't feel shame, then you can then live a dignified life. It is when you are feeling shame that you hide from life. Okay, Spirit, with all of this being said, is there any final messages that you have for my collective? Yeah, it's time to move on to easier waters, calmer waters. It's time to move on to where you're supposed to be in life, to go towards your destiny. But your destiny is supposed to be dignified, and it's supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be happy and fun. And you have to be an active co-creator in your life. You have to choose to be involved with your life destiny in the way that you are supposed to be involved. Let God lead you to where you're supposed to be. You will feel like you are honoring yourself and the people around you. You will feel happy and playful once you do this, and life will feel so much easier. Things are going to flow easier, and you're going to be exactly where you're supposed to be if you just trust the process that's leading you to destiny and have fun with it and do things that make you feel like you're honoring yourself. Look yourself in the eyes and ask, am I respecting myself for the choices that I've made today? Or are there choices that I need to reevaluate and fix some scenarios in order for me to respect myself again, for me to live a dignified life? Anything else, Spirit, or is this it? Anything else? All right, Spirit told me to stop, so I guess this is where we're going to leave it. Y'all actually really liked this reading. Your destiny is literally yours to have. Your destiny is yours to have, and God wants you to be an active co-creator. God wants you to live the best life. God really does. God has predetermined your life to be the best life ever. The best life ever. But it is on you to actually do the things that you need to do in order for you to have this best life ever. Keep it light, keep it happy, keep it playful, but also remember that you have to respect yourself at the end of the day. If you are not respecting yourself and your choices, then you're not on the right path. Remember all of this. Y'all, thank you for rocking with me today. I do appreciate it. I love and appreciate you so much. I literally, y'all, I'm so grateful. I am so, so grateful. And I'm just having a lot of fun with my little baby YouTube channel. I really am. Anyhow, this is the message I have for you today. Please never forget just how divine you are.